Joining me now are the journalist and campaigner Hannah Price, who has spoken to some of the friends and families of those Bristol University students, and Leslie O'Keefe, who is Head of Student Services at Brunel University. Thank you both for coming in. Hannah, if I can start with you, some of the families must still be in shock that they sent their sons and daughters away to university and they never came home.
Yeah, I think that there's this assumption that 18-year-olds are legally adults and can cope with moving away from home and being completely on their own. And what we're finding is students just aren't being able to cope with that, especially when they've got pre-existing mental health conditions.
Leslie, it's almost like we send our children off to university and they have to become adults overnight. What can be done from a university's point of view to support them if they do find that transition difficult?
I think what the universities are finding now is we have to do lots and for lots of different students. There's no one size fits all. Not everyone is appropriate and benefits from counselling, for example. Some of our students would prefer group work, some would prefer our online support services. So we're just trying to provide a whole variety of services as easily accessible as possible so that we can help as many students as we can.
And why do you think it's changed? Why have we seen such a dramatic rise, a 50% rise in the suicide rate for students in the last decade in England and Wales?
I think pressures have definitely gone up in terms of financial, academic, and also a lot of students aren't finding the help that they need, because when these students have reached crisis points, their friends are seeking out the support from the university, they are. But when you get to that point that it's so serious, you can't proactively get to these places to access counselling, or there's long waiting lists.
And there's a big debate about whether parents should be contacted. We're talking about 18-year-olds. At Brunel, do you contact parents if a student is missing for weeks upon weeks from their lectures or tutorials?
Well, we've actually just released a new initiative this year so that students can tell us upon registration, which is happening now, the details of somebody that they want us to contact if we're worried about them. And it'll be interesting to see over the next few weeks now how many students opt into that, because of course it'd be their choice. For not all students is it helpful to contact their families. In some cases that could make the situation worse.
So work in progress. Leslie O'Keefe and Hannah Price, thank you very much for coming to talk to me. Thank you.